All right, welcome and welcome back, fellow Shopify entrepreneurs. It's the beginning of the month, a brand new month. It is July. And as we do once a month on this channel, we're going to go over what's new at Shopify so we can continue to maintain our competitive advantages on our Shopify stores and brainstorm new ideas so we always know what to do next. These are, once again, the changes that we are going to go through for the month of July. This month's video is a little bit unique because, as you know or may not know, Shopify released Shopify Summer Editions 2024 this past week. And this is a big deal because if you like Shopify updates and you like staying on top of Shopify product updates, improvements, and optimizations, Editions is Shopify's twice a year biannual event that Shopify runs. And so if you like updates and you like improvements and you like keeping up with all Shopify news, definitely go check out Summer Editions 24. I just made a massive video covering the over 150 plus product updates from Shopify Summer Editions 2024. And actually this Editions is actually a great one. So in covering the changelog every month, I've noticed that when Editions comes out, Shopify developers seem to put a lot of features featured in summer editions or winter editions into the Shopify changelog. So this month's video is going to be a little bit different, and to help make this video not redundant, there's a topic on the changelog that I covered immensely in my Shopify Summer 2024 editions video. I'll kindly refer you to go check out the video because if you like Shopify updates, that's the video you want to watch. It only comes out twice a year, and so you definitely want to check that out. All right, so last video we ended off May 31st here, talking about the pickup points in UK and Spain. And the first update that we see for this month is on June 3rd. This is talking about improved shipping options for subscription. Buyers can now choose from multiple shipping options for their subscription shipment. This was a product that was released in Summer Edition 24 and I covered extensively in that video, so kindly refer to that video. But this is an absolutely excellent improvement that allows buyers to be able to select from multiple shipping methods for their first shipment with recurring shipments in the subscription to another option. It says that this feature will be rolled out to all merchants selling subscriptions over the next few days and expected to be completed June 7, 2024. So this has already happened. So if you're selling subscriptions, this update is saying that it will give the customer more options at shipping at checkout for their first time purchase and then their recurring subscription purchases thereafter. On June 3rd, we have another update here, and this is for Markets Pro. This is an update that I also mentioned in Summer Editions, so go check that out. But the update here says UPS Standard plus UPS Worldwide Expedited shipping now available for Markets Pro. June 3rd, 2024, Markets Pro launched UPS Standard plus Worldwide Expedited mail services. All existing active and prospective Markets Pro merchants have access to these labels for purchase. So this is a big deal, and the keyword here is Markets Pro. In Summer Editions 2024, they made a huge announcement that Markets Pro is now going to be called Managed Markets. There's a whole segment on my Summer Editions video about this update, so go check that out. But this update is just saying that for Markets Pro, now called Managed Markets, there's going to be new shipping options available, UPS Standard and UPS Worldwide Expedited, because before with Markets Pro, which is an extra feature above Markets, so you have Markets on regular Shopify stores, and above that you have Markets Pro, which is now called Managed Markets. They made a big announcement about why that is the case and what it does in Summer Editions. But in Markets Pro, which is now called Managed Markets, previously you could only send with DHL, and so they're expanding some domestic and international shipping options by instituting UPS and UPS Worldwide. On June 5th here, we have an update that wasn't really covered in my video of Shopify Summer Editions because it talks about discount functions. Discount functions is a way of creating and managing discounts with the product called discount functions, but this is talking about APIs and developer information, so I don't cover that any developer stuff on this channel. On June 11th, we have a little update here, a new update coming to the Shopify POS, point of sale system. The update says you can remotely customize smart grids from the Shopify admin. And so in this way, you can now reduce setup time using the new smart grid editor in the admin, where you can configure and assign smart grid layouts on a per location basis. So it's just a new update here for POS systems that allows you to set up, streamline your POS operations, manage multiple locations, and edit your smart grid layouts. The smart grid is what the POS system looks like. So the smart grid, there was a great example on Summer Editions 24, so definitely check out that video. But the smart grid, if you have a POS system, your POS system looks like this, and then it's usually split down the middle. And then the smart grid is on the left side. It has a bunch of tiles that kind of look like this. And this is what's called the smart grid because you can customize these tiles of what you need it to do. This is usually the cart information, and then this is the smart grid on the left side. So that's been a update here for the smart grid on the POS. This is a small little feature update that I didn't see mentioned in Summer Editions, but it's pretty small, simple, and quick to the point. It says bundles are now available in draft orders. You can add product bundles to your draft orders. And so just a little optimization here for draft orders. They mentioned the Shopify Bundles app here, which is Shopify's free made and developed app for creating bundles. Shopify Bundles app basically allows you to make one product out of multiple products, so that instead of selling individual products like this, you can just have the customer add the single product bundle as one line item in the checkout. So if you don't use a bundling app or haven't heard of Shopify Bundles before, definitely check it out. And this update is just saying that you can now use bundles in your draft orders. Draft orders are a way of creating orders for customers, and then you can send the orders to the customer for payment if anything goes wrong. Just another way to show customer advocacy. Well, this is a fun little update. So there was a few mentions of the Shopify Search and Discovery app on Summer Editions 24, but I think this wasn't mentioned as clearly. So it says there are new sort filter values in the Shopify Search and Discovery app. So you can now customize the way your filter values are ordered on your storefront with the Shopify Search and Discovery app, including a new option with Shopify Magic. So there's a lot of keywords here. The Shopify Search and Discovery app is, again, another free made and developed app by Shopify. So this app can do a lot of things. There's actually a lot of built-in functionality with the Shopify Search and Discovery app, but one of the main things is that it can help add a lot more filters and search functionality to your store. And so in this update, it's saying that there are new filter values with the app and a new option including Shopify Magic. So the keyword here, Shopify Magic is Shopify's suite of AI tools. Shopify is constantly optimizing and introducing new AI functionality to the platform, and any AI product by Shopify is called AI product under Shopify Magic. So this is a pretty fun update because sometimes the Search and Discovery app is very difficult to use. Anytime there's a Search and Discovery app update, I find I'm a little hesitant to check it out just because it's very difficult to implement a lot of the time. But this one seems pretty good. So it says you can now choose to sort your values and the way they appear in which order. So you can automatically display filter values by default in ascending order, both alphabetically or numerically, or you can manually customize the order of your filter values or use the reorder for me option to have Shopify Magic. Remember, Shopify Magic means Shopify AI to rearrange your filter values for you. All right, moving right along here on June 14th, we have an update to Shopify Collective, or an improvement to Shopify Collective. So the update says collective retailers can sync more product data from suppliers. So newly imported products will now arrive in retailer stores with richer attributes to enhance the customer experience. So Shopify Collective is a great app. It's another free, relatively new, made and developed Shopify app, and it's a way that you can sell other Shopify stores products. So within Shopify Collective, there are suppliers and there are retailers. So there's suppliers here and then there's retailers here. So within Shopify Collective, any Shopify store can be the seller, the retailer for any Shopify supplier. And you can create these relationships to sell more products and sell and make more money together. In this update, what they're saying is that when retailers, people selling products, import products from suppliers of the actual product via the Shopify Collective app, more product data is going to come with it to help sell on channels like Meta and Google. So the 7 new product attributes are these right here. I can recognize that some of this information like HS code, barcode, and SKU numbers are definitely very important for selling directly on Google. I did a whole video back in the day on GTIN, MPN, and barcode label errors because it's a very common error that I used to have all the time, and it was very confusing at the time. So if you're interested in that, go check that video out on my channel, and introduces us to the idea of Shopify Collective. All right, so on June 14th, we have an update here that was talked about in the Summer Editions video. This is talking about Markets Pro. Markets Pro is now renamed Managed Markets, and the update says there is improved clarity about Managed Markets product restrictions. So merchants can now have additional visibility into product restrictions for Managed Markets or Markets Pro. And so these are the additional enhancements for Markets Pro's users to understand which products are restricted and why. Markets Pro, if you don't know, is again, one step above Markets. So we have Markets on all Shopify stores here, and then we have Markets Pro above here. It's a step up and it's a paid service because when selling internationally, there's a lot of things you have to consider, like specific taxes and duties and shipping and product restrictions. It uses a thing called a merchant of record, which is a common term in e-commerce when selling internationally. And so Markets Pro or Managed Markets uses the merchant of record to take care of a lot of these things for you. Product restrictions, local taxes, local duty restrictions, and all these things. And so this update specifically is talking about product restrictions and helping merchants understand why certain products that they sell are restricted in certain areas, giving these key enablements here. On June 18th, we have an update here for Plus. Plus is the highest tier plan on Shopify, and because of that, I don't cover any Plus updates on this channel. So we're going to move right along. Okay, another small update or change here for Shopify Collective as well. We were introduced to the idea of Shopify Collective just a few updates ago, and we have another change here. So it says there's changes to Shopify Collective supplier order payment status. So it says suppliers now get more options to track and pay for collective orders that don't use automatic payments. And so if you're using Shopify Collective and you're your Shopify Collective supplier that gives a retailer your orders, you now have a new payment status for supplier orders received when you don't use automatic payments. This is kind of like the admin. When an order comes in, you have different statuses now. That's a payment pending and paid. And then payment pending enables you to send invoices to these retailers, collect payment, mark as paid, track statuses whenever this is possible, just like an order. Okay, so June 19th, we have an update here that was definitely mentioned in Shopify Summer 24 editions. That's the ability to issue store credit to customers directly in the ad. Early access to store credit on Shopify is here with a limited feature set and accessible for all Shopify businesses globally. So you can start issuing store credit today directly in your Shopify admin if you have access. And so I talked about this in the Editions 24 video that I just made, and the differences between issuing a store credit and using a gift card or discount, for example. But if you go to my Editions video or Summer Editions website, you can sign up for early access and be notified when it's out so that you can try out the new issue store credit feature. Okay, we have an interesting update here on June 19th, and this is talking about the Shopify Flow app. So it says import, export, and duplicate marketing automations with Flow. And now it makes marketing automations now use the Flow app for all workflows, unlocking the ability to import, export, and automations between stores. And so the Shopify Flow app is a way that you can create automations for a whole wide range of tasks. If you use the Shopify email app, the flow you make to create your automations is similar to the way Flow creates automations for a wide range of tasks, not just email marketing. But it says now, if you create, edit, or view a marketing automation, including existing automations, and don't have the Flow app installed, you will be prompted to install it. This unlocks the ability to duplicate, import, and export marketing automations in the same way that you've been able to manage workflows in Flow. That's quite interesting because it sounds like up to this point, Flow has been optional. Flow isn't a mandatory feature as it's quite complicated, and every month there's so many updates about Flow. I guess they're really trying to push it. So now it sounds like if you make a marketing automation on, say, Shopify email, and you don't have Flow installed, you'll have to install it to create and export and import that marketing automation, which I'm interested to see how that works. But again, pushing for more updates with Flow as we see every single month. Really tiny update here on June 19th. It gives you the ability to save changes to purchase orders in Stocky. Stocky is an app specifically for POS that helps you manage your inventory transfers and order inventory and these sort of things. So there's a super small update here where you can now save or edit your purchase orders within the app. And then furthermore, we have another update here for the Stocky app as well, where incoming Stocky purchase orders now sync with the Shopify admin and the POS. And this will appear on products within the Shopify admin tab, within the products tab of the Shopify admin and the Shopify POS. So that's how these three are syncing together: the POS, the admin, and the Stocky app. Again, we have another update here on June 20th for Plus stores that you can read, but I don't really cover on this channel, so we're going to move right along. Oh, this is a very fun update right here. So June 21st, it says you can run flash sales through Shopify Collective. So Shopify Collective supports high volume selling periods through new last mile checks at checkout, ensuring the inventory doesn't under or oversell. So what stuck out to me on this tiny update is it says retailers can now sell imported products from suppliers at up to 6,100 checkouts per minute. So there are new checks at checkout to make sure that products don't undersell or oversell, as Collective now performs several checks against the latest stock information supporting high volumes of sales. Wow. We have another update here to Collective. Usually on these monthly update videos, there is usually a theme and an area that developers really focus on. There's a lot of updates that come in for the same topic, and this month is clearly Collective. Collective empowers suppliers with bulk management features to curate price lists. So it says suppliers can now use filters or select all products to create price list in bulk. That's all it's saying. So if you're a Collective supplier, you now have a select all products before the limit was only 30 at a time, and so they're giving more functionality there. This is interesting. It just gets you more information about how collective actually works if you don't use it. I don't use it, so it's very fun to learn about in this way. This update here says suppliers can attach price lists when sending invitations to retailers, and retailers who accept those invitations can start importing products immediately. And so this really streamlines operations, it says, and this allows the retailers to accept, connect, and instantly import the products they want to sell. We have a similar improvement here, but for retailers. Again, on the collective app, a small improvement for bulk processes and bulk management features where retailers can now manage and import supplier products in bulk by selecting all products. June 21st, here we have an update to B2B. B2B stands for business to business, and business to business, or B2B on Shopify, is another plus feature. So we're not going to go over that. We're not going to go over this plus feature here. We're not going to go over this B2B feature here. But if you want to look at those, take a look. It's always fun to learn about them. Okay. So usually in these videos, these once a month update videos, there's usually one update that stands out. And this is the one that stands out for me, the Shopify Pixel Helper. We like seeing these new tabs here, completely new feature. And this one is for the admin. So this is a Shopify Pixel Helper. So it says we've just released the Shopify Pixel Helper. Merchants can now verify that any of their custom pixels are loading and receiving data all from the Shopify admin. So a pixel is a custom piece of code or JavaScript that allows you to track very specific information like analytics. This can help you track things like marketing or checkout or visit pages. And so if you're using an app to track specific sources of data, you'll install a pixel. It's bordering on the edge of custom code, because sometimes you do have to put it into the liquid. But what they've done here is they've created the Shopify Pixel Helper to help all merchants verify that their custom pixels are loading and receiving data correctly. So within the Shopify admin, there's the new Pixel Helper. You can view if your pixels are receiving real-time data alongside the data contained within those events. So this helps you debug issues and ensure tracking for the pixels, and that everything is working as expected. Very, very interesting. We have another update here, and notice they're all coming out June 21st. I'm pretty sure this is when Summer Editions was released. So again, definitely go check my Summer Editions video if you like Shopify updates and staying on top of everything. That is the cream of the crop event that comes out twice a year. I love Shopify Editions. It's a big video. Take your time with it. It's got timestamps. It's beautiful. But this update here was mentioned, and I talked about it in Summer Editions, and that's to validate order shipping addresses from the admin. So it says order shipping addresses are now automatically validated in the admin to help prevent incorrect addresses and minimize delayed or failed deliveries. And so in the Editions layout, they gave us a little bit of a demo of what this looks like. And basically, if you're in your customers tab and a customer inputs an address incorrectly, there's going to be a little warning message in your customer tab in your admin to verify the address. So we want to make sure the addresses are correct, so there are no delays or failed deliveries or chargebacks or anything like that. And so it'll give you a little warning here to update the address. Maybe the zip code was typed in invalid or the city was incorrect. And so this helps you fix any issues quickly and accurately, and it works for any sales channel, which is really good. This update here for the Flow app gives you a little bit more accessibility in your workflows because it gives you a search function for the workflow, and you can search specific things like IDs for resources or orders or customers or products within the workflow, because some workflows can get very big and very complicated. And so there's a new search feature which you can find specific resources. That's all it's saying there. Again, the Flow app is very complex. It's not beginner friendly. And every month we see a ton of improvements, because if you can understand how to use Flow, you can optimize a lot of things, but it's limitless in its customization. It's almost like creating custom code. You can do anything with it, and it might just overcomplicate things, especially if you're a beginner entrepreneur. I rarely use the Flow app, and I've been doing things for a long time, but it seems like it's going to become mandatory to be using, which is interesting. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this was one of my biggest favorite updates of Shopify Summer Editions 2024, and that is semantic search is now available for more plans. So now merchants on the Shopify or the advanced plan can now enable semantic search on their store within the Search and Discovery app. So in Winter Editions 24, the beginning of this year, they introduced the idea of semantic search. Semantic search is a way of using Shopify Magic and Shopify AI here to improve the results that are given to the customer when they search something on your store. So instead of using just keywords or product descriptions or attributes of any kind, the AI uses their database to try to understand the intent behind the search better to align products to the search more accurately. And so this feature was introduced on the Search and Discover app in Winter Editions 24, but it was only available to Plus. And so we see how, I talked about this extensively in the Summer Editions video, but we see how there's this trickle down effect for a lot of features on Shopify. And so that's why these changelogs are very, very valuable, because if a feature is introduced or it's new, it usually starts right at the top for Plus, and then it works its way down to more countries or more languages or to more plans. And now we see that the semantic search option, which is a very powerful option in the Search and Discover app, is now available to Shopify and advanced plans. So there's a nice little summary here which says semantic search goes beyond keyword matching and better understands buyers' intent, returning richer and more relevant results. It allows your customer to use everyday language when searching, even if they search for something to wear in summer instead of shorts. The AI will understand the intent behind this and help provide the customer with relevant products to that search, which is amazing. Okay, so we have another update here for the Search and Discover app. This is talking about category filters, adding category filters to your storefront and Search and Discovery app. And this goes off of the new product taxonomy that was introduced. This was a huge update released, one of the biggest updates released in Summer Editions 2024. I covered it extensively in that video, and so I'm not going to get into it here because it's a massive topic. But if you're interested in Search and Discovery app, Shopify AI, and optimizing your products, definitely go check that out, because I go into it in huge detail about what it means and show off how it's used. All right, so this is an interesting update. This is only for Plus, but it's worth mentioning because I have a feeling this might come down to normal plans over time. So this is called the Shopify Combined Listings app, and this is now available. And this app is used to better merchandise products that come in multiple variants with the Shopify Combined Listings app. So in this update, it says the Shopify Combined Listing app is now available to merchants on the Plus plans only, but as we know about the trickle down effect, I think this is going to come to other plans in the near future. And so this app helps better merchandise products that come in multiple variations, such as colors, materials, or length, all from the same product listing. Each product variation can have its own unique image carousel, descriptive URL, and publishing controls. And so we can see here, this is what the Shopify Combined Listing app looks like. This is the icon. It's a free made and developed app, but at the moment it's only for Plus. But we can see here that this product has many different variants, sizes, and colors. And so what it does here is it creates a combined listing. So each of these products in each of these variants can have a unique title and description and media gallery for each variation. These are the unique URLs for each variation. And so a single listing for a product and all its variations. Because currently you can't create unique titles, descriptions, and media galleries for each variant. You create the title, the description, and the media gallery for the product, and that's the description for the product and all of the variants. So here you can create a new title, description, and media gallery for all the individual variants. Very interesting. Hopefully that comes out soon. All right, as mentioned before, here's the update for the new product taxonomy. Shopify's standard product taxonomy is now available. Again, I'm not going to get into this here because it's one of the biggest and first things that I talked about in the Summer Editions video that I made. Definitely go check that out if you love Shopify updates. All right, so we have a new little feature here for products, and this is for all EU merchants and Swiss merchants. It says unit pricing now available. Unit pricing is now available for all merchants in the EU and Switzerland, enhancing price transparency and customer trust. So unit pricing allows merchants to display the price per unit of products sold in quantities and measurements. So when a unit price is entered for a product, it is displayed on all sorts of different pages, which helps customers make informed purchasing decisions. And this unit pricing feature was only available to merchants in French and German previously. All right, we have a fun little update here that I don't think was covered very heavily in Editions, so it's kind of fun to look into. So it says Shop Cash and Shop Campaigns are now available to Canadian buyers and merchants. So it says Canadian and US merchants can now target both Canadian and US buyers with Shop Campaigns. Canadian buyers are now eligible to participate in Shop Cash reward program. So Shop Cash is a loyalty program when you buy and make purchases via your Shop account or the Shop Marketplace. So before this is a relatively new feature, and as we know about the trickle down of these features, it was only available and launched for US buyers to participate in Shop Cash program to earn and redeem Shop Cash in the Shop app and the Shop website. And only US merchants could use Shop Campaigns to create offers, and they could only target US buyers. Now, both US and Canadian buyers can now earn 1% Shop Cash on all eligible Shop Pay purchases, and buyers can spend Shop Cash or boost it with offers in the Shop app or shop.app website on both US and Canadian shops. So the Shop app is a marketplace created by Shopify. It's like Amazon, but all of the merchants on Shop are Shopify merchants. And so it's another sales channel that you can sell your products on. And so Shop Cash works with your shop account and your shop checkout so that if you buy something on the shop, you can earn 1% Shop Cash on all eligible Shop Pay purchases. Shop Campaigns is a way to create offers that entice gaining Shop Cash, which can be collected and used within your shop account and then redeemed in the future for future Shop Cash purchases. It's now expanding from the US to Canada, and I'm sure we will see it expand from Canada to other countries in the near future. All right, we have our last update of the month here. Again, a small improvement for the Flow app. Lots of Flow this month. It says more example workflows are added to the template library. So new templates for Shopify Flow provide examples that make it easy to automate your business and customize your store with just a few edits. They say just a few edits, but I always find Flow is quite complicated at this time. But it's good to see that they're constantly improving it to make it more accessible, as automation is critical in e-commerce. And so these are some great examples of how the Shopify Flow app works. They've added a lot more templates to the template library, and these are some automations that you can create from the template library and you can edit with the workflows. Hold fulfillment orders for customers with chargebacks. That can be very helpful. Create and initialize shop meta fields. That sounds very complicated. Tag all customers with their point of sale location. That's very interesting if you have multiple point of sale locations. Send notification when a customer orders multiple variants of a product. Tag first-time customers with their point of sale location. Sort of the same thing as this one. Cancel orders for customers who frequently return items. Look at that. That is genius. Tag a customer's first order for remarketing. And so those are some great examples. It's truly, I've been around and doing this for so long that I've always viewed Shopify Flow as just a frustration. It's not mandatory. It's just always been so complicated to use. But it looks like there are some excellent new templates here in the template library that can do very specific things for you. You don't have to make these workflows from scratch. You can just add these workflows that are already created for you. And the more and more improvements that they do here, the more and more people are going to use Flow. And that actually excites me to look back into Flow and give it another shot, as we see a lot of Flow updates per month doing these changelogs. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys all have an amazing July. I hope your stores are all doing well. Remember to take some time to yourself in the summer, but this was a very unique video, a little bit faster paced this week because we have a lot of updates here that were mentioned in summer editions, and the cream of the crop update video is summer editions and winter editions. So when it's edition season, that is what you should definitely go check out. Again, go check out my video when you have time, save it to your watch later, use the timestamps to find the updates that matter to you the most. But staying up to date from the changelog, and especially with editions, is the best way to maintain your competitive advantage. Always brainstorm what to do next, and just to continuously educate yourself on Shopify in all different ways. If this video has helped you in any way, give the video a like so I know. I just like helping fellow Shopify entrepreneurs and building a community of like-minded Shopify entrepreneurs as we all chase the same dream. If you really like this video, subscribe to the channel, as I do a once a month Shopify update changelog video just like this, where we can all come together, learn something new, and always optimize our store for success. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or what stood out to you most. Definitely go check out my editions video that I released a few days ago. Enjoy all the updates and have an excellent July.